Hi guys, today we are going to continue talking about division, and today I'm going to explain you synthetic division. To explain synthetic division, I'm going to show you also a previous example for a long division. Okay, this exercise was explained in a previous video. Today, the idea is bring this example to compare with synthetic division. The idea that you can notice that synthetic division is a short process and of course is faster. Then let's start. One more time, let me remind you that you can find the long division example in a previous video, just in case you don't remember the process to solve it. Okay, then let's start with synthetic division. Then exactly the same exercise, 8x to the fourth plus 10x squared plus 2x plus 9 divided by 4x plus 2. Okay, then let me first provide the context for synthetic division. Synthetic division, or this method that I'm going to explain today, it has a special or particular conditions. The first condition is the divisor must be a binomial, as we can see here. It's a binomial. And the second condition is the exponent, the greatest exponent of the divisor, or the degree of the divisor, must be 1. Okay, then I mean, in this case it's 4x plus 2. Then x is to the number 1, to the 1 power. Then it's possible solved by this method that I'm going to explain today. But if another situation, for example, if it is x squared, it's not going to be possible, or x cube or x to the fourth or any other exponent or degree is not going to be possible by this particular method. Okay, then keep in mind that information. Then let's start. By synthetic division, it's really important recognize something. This is the way that we are going to use to organize all of the numbers. Okay, but I wanted to be focusing the divisor. The divisor is for x plus 2. We have to think in a number for x that when you replace, the divisor is going to be 0. Then the divisor is going to be 0 if x is negative 1/2, because 4 times 1, negative 1/2, is going to be negative 2, and negative 2 plus 2 is going to be 0. Then that's the condition. You have to think in a number, in a value for x that make the divisor equals to 0. In this case, it's going to be negative 1/2. That number you have to put in here. In the other part, on right, you have to put the coefficients for each term of the dividend, this one, each coefficient. And it's important take into account or save space for the missing terms. In this case, look, 8x to the fourth, and the next is 10x squared. That means that x cubed is one missing term. It's a missing term in this case. Then save the space save the space is going to be important. Okay, then let's copy the coefficient. Then the first coefficient is 8. The second coefficient I told you is 0 because it's the coefficient for x cubed. There is not x cubed, that's why it's 0. Now the coefficient for x squared is 10, the coefficient for x is 2, and the constant is 9. That's it. Now we have to bring the first number down. In this case is 8, then put it down. And now multiply this 8 times negative 1/2. 8 times negative 1/2 is negative 4. Copy under the second number. Then let's do the subtraction. In this case, 0 minus 4, of course, negative 4. And now start again. Negative 4 times negative 1/2. Negative in negative is going to be positive, and negative 4 times negative 1/2 is the half part of 4. Then it's 2 in this case. Okay, then one more time. In this case, it's an addition, 10 plus 2, because both of them are positive. 10 plus 2 is 12. Put it here. And one more time, multiply by negative 1/2. 12 positive, times negative 1/2, of course the answer is going to be negative because there are different signs. And what the half part for 12, or multiply 12 by negative 1/2 is of course 6, negative 6 in this case. Now let's subtract 2 minus 6, of course negative 4. One more time, multiply negative 4 times negative 1/2 is positive 2 because it's the half part for 4. Now let's add, in this case, 9 plus 2, of course, is 11. There is no more numbers. That means that the synthetic division finished. Okay, now this number over here are the coefficients for the answer. Okay, the coefficient for the answer. Then keep in mind this information. The dividend for the original exercise is this one, and the greatest exponent, or the degree of the polynomial, is this one, is 4. That means that the answer must be start with a previous, okay, with a smaller exponent. Then in this case it's going to be exponent 3. Then 8, the first term that we have here, is going to be 8x cubed. Remember, cube because it's the smaller exponent than the original in the dividend. Now the next one is negative 4, then it's going to be negative 4x squared. The next one is 12, then it's going to be positive 12x. The next one is negative 4, then it's going to be negative 4 because it's the constant. And the last one, this number, then 11, is the remainder. Okay, then what is the answer? This is the answer, but the remainder is 11. Okay, now there is something important that we have to remember always when we solve this case. In this case, the division, the synthetic division, that the original divisor had a coefficient. The x coefficient is 4. Then we have to divide all of this answer by 4, each term by 4, to find the right answer. Then 8x cubed divided by 4. Okay, all of these divided by 4, but the first one, remember individually. 8x cubed divided by 4 is 2x cubed. Now negative 4x squared, of course, is just a negative x squared. Positive 12x divided by 4, of course, is positive 3x. And negative 4 divided by 4, of course, is negative 1. This is the answer, and remember that the remainder is 11. Okay, always is important when you provide the answer. Remember that if there are a remainder, you have to say that the remainder. You have to name the remainder. Okay, in this case, this is the answer, and the remainder is 11. If you compare with the long division, we have exactly the same answer. This is the answer for the long division. This is the answer for the synthetic division. This is the remainder for the long division, and this is the remainder for the synthetic division. It's exactly the same answer, of course, different process. Now, let me show you a second example. For the second example, I bring another exercise that was explained in a previous video. That is this one. And now we have to solve by synthetic division. This is going to be really easy, and it's going to be faster the process because the polynomials divided in this case are short and easier. Okay, then in this case, remember the condition to use synthetic division. This method must be a binomial, then the divisor must be a binomial. Here is a binomial. The greatest exponent of the divisor must be 1. In this case is 1, and that's it. That's the two conditions. Then one more time, remember the process. This to organize. Now let's think in a number that makes the divisor 0. Then x plus 2. If x is which number, the expression is going to be 0. If x is negative 2, then negative 2 is here. Okay, and now put the coefficient of the dividend on the right part. Okay, then here is negative 1, that is is 1, that is the coefficient for x squared. Now 5, that is coefficient for 5x, and 6, that is the constant. Okay, in this case there is no missing terms, that's why we have to copy just the coefficient, and that's it. Now remember the process. Put the first number on right down, bring it down, and multiply by negative 2. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Put it under the second number. Now subtract because they are opposite signs, and of course the answer is going to be 3. One more time, multiply 3 by negative 2, and it's going to be negative 6, and put it under the next number here. 6 minus 6, of course, is going to be 0. Then that's it. We finished because there is no more numbers to bring down. Now, or to multiply. Then we have to write now the answer. Then this one represent the coefficient for the first term of the solution. Let's remember that the dividend in this case is the greatest exponent for the dividend is 2. That means that the degree of the trinomial is 2. Then remember the answer is going to be is start with the smaller degree. Then in this case, it's going to start with just x to the 1. Okay, then let's do it. Then x to the 1 because the coefficient is 1, and now the next coefficient is 3 positive, then it's plus 3. 3 because we start with x to the 1, then in the next one is not going to be variable. Okay, that's it, guys. This is the answer. In this case, the remainder is 0. Then let's compare with log division. Same answer, same remainder. Thank you very much.